Okay, so hi Steven, how are you?
Hi, Adir. I'm good. Thanks for having me. Pleasure being here today.
Yeah, actually, me as like Hash, let me introduce myself, like the branding director in RWA Finance. We are so happy that we have you today. We just would like to share more awareness about RWA in different projects, not only about RWA Finance, but we would like to share more awareness and knowledge for the all audience in this sector in the blockchain, the RWA or real world asset tokenization. So we just have a few questions for you, if you don't mind, that we would like to know more about your project and you as well. So let's just start with you. Like, can you introduce yourself for us?
Of course. So my name is Steven. I'm running the Tiamonds project. I'll give a brief explanation about the project itself later. But so let's start with me. I was born in Belgium um, a few years ago in Antwerp, which used to be the center for diamonds for over 400 years. And lately the center of diamonds has a bit shifted to Mumbai and to Surat, where more manufacturing companies are busy and working over there. But get back to me. So I was born there and was always surrounded by the diamond industry. I was living like 3 or 4 kilometers from the diamond center, the diamond district, which are 3 streets where all the diamond dealers come together, trade into diamonds. So yeah, I saw it all mine. And
And
let's say yeah, tell me.
I just have a question here, like, because one of the things I would like to know from you, like, why you choose diamond, but now I got the idea. So yeah, but maybe later you can share with us like how actually you got the idea, but yeah, you can continue.
So basically, yeah, I started in the video production. I was a video editor and then became a producer of videos, commercial videos, uh, how do you call it, like company presentations and stuff like this. And I was specializing in diamonds and jewelry. You know that filming diamonds and jewelry is a very complicated matter. Why? Because a diamond, when it sparkles well and it's well done, it's nice jewelry, it reflects a lot of light. And then it's very difficult to catch the perfect shot or the perfect moment in order to put it on the screen.
Wow. It's a lot of
Now,
lights, I believe, or
sorry?
like it's all about the lights, and you need to focus to take the right, side of it. Like it's wow.
Exactly. Nowadays, we use more tools like you put the stone on a certain podium or stand or something like this, and then it's in a sort of black box, and then the lighting is very important. But with the technology nowadays, you can have like beautiful images
Oh yes,
out of
especially
that.
the
So
AI, I believe. Yes.
no, absolutely. Earlier in the days, it was a bit more complicated. So
Yeah. Yes.
uh, we, we did quite a great job. And then one day, one of my clients told me, "Look, I want you to be handling my office in Hong Kong." And I jumped on the occasion and I started to work um, in the diamond industry in Asia, in Hong Kong. I opened an office in Hong Kong. I opened an office in Shanghai. And this is how I came in direct contact with the stones, trading into polished diamonds.
Wow. So I see that the name of the project is not diamond, is time. Like the first letter is T. So this is related to tokenization or something different.
Absolutely, you spot it right. So diamonds is tokenized diamond,
Okay.
and this is what we're doing at Diamonds. So we are tokenizing real world diamonds, and we are bringing those assets to the blockchain.
But what is the benefits to tokenize diamonds? And instead of like, for example, like I'm a normal person and I will buy diamond directly from shop or something. But what is the difference to buy it from diamond? It's for sure there's some benefits for me,
Of course. There are a lot. I can give you a few things about that. First of all, I maybe need to explain how the flow is working. So what's happening at Tiamonds when we are first purchasing diamonds, real world diamonds, GIA certified. So GIA is the certificate or the passport of a stone that gives the different properties of a diamond: the color, the carat, the clarity, and the cut. Once this is defined, then the diamond dealer give us a price, and we are because of my past and having worked in that industry and knowing like the big players out of the industry, I have access, let's say, to a first-hand diamonds that are coming nearly from the mine, and then.
So, like Stephen, like the token is backed by real diamond, right?
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly. So what we do, we purchase the real diamonds, we are sending it to Liechtenstein, where our partner LCX, Liechtenstein, the Liechtenstein crypto exchange, is acting as a notary. They have that license. It's a crypto exchange, but they have one of their license is to be a physical validator. So they act under the authority of the Liechtenstein government, and they can look. First of all, they receive the stone, so they can see that the stone is actually there, that it is according to the certificate, it is the proper stone, so the exact weight, the exact color, etc., etc. And then they are, in fact, authenticating it and saying, okay, this stone is there. We are giving you that stamp, and we get that, Tiamonds get that physical validator stamp from LCX. And then the idea is to lock those assets in a third-party vault. Once those are locked in a third-party vault, we are adding an insurance on every diamond that is locked in the safe vault. It's a Lloyd's insurance, or Lloyd's of London, in order to really be very secured for our users that nothing might or can happen. And at the end of the day, once it's tokenized, it becomes, then we create like a digital twin. It's a ERC 721, so an NFT that can be traded on our platform. Now, this being said, it can be traded on our platform, but on any other platform that supports the ERC 721 standards.
So your platform just only about diamonds, or you can also like welcome any other token or tokenized token from different assets?
So basically, we started with that use case of diamonds. For now, we are focusing on that, but we are looking at other kind of gemstones, semi-precious stones, pearls, jewelry, because we have that knowledge, we have built that platform, and we are able to host any kind of luxury assets, let's say.
Yes, I got it. Like this is your experience also, so it would be much easier for you. So I have also a question like how you got the first idea. Like, okay, you have a huge experience about the diamond, but how you have this idea to tokenize, you know, the diamonds? Like you start in Web3, for example, so you got this idea, or like how it works?
So the idea came from the founder, Monty Metzger, who got that license of physical validator. And then he was looking for a use case where, you know, Larry Fink says that the world will be tokenized one day. Everything will be tokenized. I also think that everything, so every financial assets will be tokenized, a lot of physical assets will be tokenized. But at the end of the day, the question relates in, of course, everything will be tokenized, but is there a real added value to tokenize that asset? And when we look at the diamond industry, we obviously think that there is an added value to tokenize those assets, to bring those assets to the blockchain. Why? The blockchain has some advantages, and this was your previous question, but what are the added values that the blockchains can bring to the diamond industry, for example? So having worked in the diamond industry, first of all, there's no transparency on pricing. So pricing is very complicated. There's no stock market for that. So you will ask to,
Yeah, like the accessibility for everyone to have the diamond, because it's not that easy, I believe, for everyone.
Exactly. So now with what we have built, you can access our diamonds that are tokenized 7 days on 7, 24 hours a day, and trade those diamonds, own them, exchange them, or whatever on the platform, or like I said, outside the platform. So that's a first advantage. The market is open at any time of the week, any time of the day. So you can trade with an Australian guy or someone sitting in Colombia or whatever country
So,
they come from.
Stephen, like, is it easy if I have your token? Is it easy for me to exchange it to the real asset, like the to real diamond, or it is hard?
Yes.
Oh,
So what I didn't say when I explained the flow, at any point of time when you purchase the tokenized asset, you can redeem the real physical assets. And so what's happening, and this is what I wanted to show you. I don't know if you can see it here. Give
yeah.
me a second. I will try. So we are sending, we cannot see it properly. I will try without.
Oh, yes.
So
Oh, wow.
once you redeem it, we are sending this box,
Okay.
which is open box, and inside you
Oh,
get your diamond here,
wow.
a name card of the project, and then inside there is the GIA certificate, which is here.
Wow.
That's the passport of the store.
This is the
So
certificate or something, right? Oh, wow. Wow. This
it's a
is really,
certificate who describes and is the passport of the store. At
yeah.
the end of the, you get the physical asset at home, and your
Wow.
NFT is not backed anymore by a real world asset, but it becomes a memory, and it can still be traded with less value, of course, but it can still be traded.
Wow. This
So
is really amazing. It's
yeah, so
like
what I
it's
said,
much easier for everyone, literally. Like you make it so easy. Even if I like to hold the token, or even if I don't like to hold the token, but I want the real asset itself, it's much easier. So the both
exactly.
sides, wow.
Exactly. So what I didn't mention, what which are the advantages. So one is direct payment. You pay, you get your stone directly. Secondly, there's transparency on pricing. Why? Because every transaction, if I sell you a stone and you don't sell it to a third person, we can track on the blockchain what was the pricing. So that's the second thing. A
Hey,
third thing, something that is non-existent in the diamond industry, for every sales, there are some royalties. So the issuer of the asset gets some royalties, something that is non-existing in the diamond market.
wow.
Also, a very important thing today is to know to have a proof of provenance or the traceability of the asset. People today, and I think the younger generation as well, they want to know where the assets that they are purchasing are coming from. Is it from a conflictual zone? Is it from child labor or stuff like this? It's not only for luxury items. This accounts also uh, in clothes that you're gonna buy. You want to know where the T-shirt that you bought is coming from which country or from which region. And this we are adding also as well. And this is only possible thanks to the blockchain. So those are the few added values that we are bringing with that project.
And also, Stephen, like from the legal side, because as you know, the real world asset tokenization, some assets is really hard in the legal side. So I believe that's why most of the projects they going to the real estate. I believe it's maybe much easier for them. But is the diamond in the legal side, is it easy like for you guys like to do this project, or it takes time from you, or it
It,
doesn't matter about
so we launched the project in February or March 2022. It took us time to get those licenses. For us, it was super important to start with the legal framework, to have a project that is totally compliant, that is regulated, that have the licenses that we need in order to operate. Once this was done, then we started to build up the project itself more more focusing on the marketplace, adding some assets on the marketplace, and so on. So what I can say today, I and in Dubai as well, I saw different projects, people that are trying to also to get into the diamond industry. The thing that I can say about our project is we are fully licensed. It's a diamonds project on the blockchain, but it's the legal way.
You know, Stephen, like most of the projects in real world asset tokenization, they just start the platform and start the project, and then they can think about the license. This is the issue, to be honest. So this is really a strong point. I always say, like, once you have the license in the legal side, you are done, you are okay. It would be much easier for even, especially for the community, you know, to trust more. Because most of the projects now, unfortunately, as you mentioned, maybe they have the same idea as you, but you are more you more safe, you know, in the legal side. Your idea, I believe it's totally different. I never see any project do like what you do, guys. So this is good. And the last thing related to your project, I just want to know, what is your vision, guys, about the project? Like, what's the vision? What actually you would like to do, you know? So yeah.
Absolutely. So just to emphasize on the previous point that you said, and for us, of course, the legal framework was super important in order to give this insurance and trust again to the users, to the crypto users. We have passed through a few years that were kind of difficult in the crypto industry, with all the stories that we know that came out in 2022 with FTX, with the others. The trust has to come back. And I think with project like this, where we build the legal framework first, and if anything would happen with Tiamonds, with the company or whatever, you are always entitled to go to Liechtenstein and to claim your physical assets. So at the end of the day, you are not left alone with nothing in hand, with just a JPEG as an NFT, or no, it's really backed by a real asset, and you can go with that ownership deed to claim your asset. So that's one thing that I wanted to add. Another thing that I wanted to add before we go to the future plans is the fact of you asked me what also an advantage that we are bringing to the diamond industry is when you are holding the assets in the physical vault, you are earning TIA tokens. So this is the native token of the project. It's a utility token. It's a ERC20 token that you are earning every minute for a certain period of time. We started with 2 years, so you are holding the asset, not moving the asset, and those tokens are claimable on the platform. It's a utility token, as I said, because you can use them to purchase your next diamonds on the platform. So that's one thing, something that is non-existing in the diamond industry. Another thing, the fact of holding the assets and having it there. But if I want to sell it to you, for example, I can easily, by one transaction, sell it to you without the need to take the physical asset, to ship it to you, to pay for export taxes, to ask you to pay for import taxes in your region or in your country. And in that way, we avoid a lot of extra costs. And it's a very easy way to trade into diamonds. And like you said also earlier, at the end of the day, if you want to redeem the asset, the physical asset, you can always redeem it. We ship it to you. You pay the import tax, and you get the physical asset.
And
Now,
are you planning also to be in more chain, or you just only Ethereum?
no, so we started with Ethereum. We did a partnership with a project on Cardano, Endmaker, and we launched late October last year, 2023, around 30 pieces, 30 diamonds on Cardano. It was sold out in less than 24 hours. So it's a big success. And we are continuing to build with them. So there's a new collection coming out of 100 diamonds in the coming weeks. More about that if you follow us on Twitter and all the socials.
Nice. Wow.
So that's one thing. We are launching on next Monday, so in 3-4 days, but I cannot release that information yet. But we are also partnering with another blockchain. And we are also 10 diamonds with that blockchain.
I
And
guess.
so,
Can I
please
put
go
the
ahead.
guess? Solana,
Oui?
maybe?
No, it's not, but that's in plan, hopefully also for the future. So we are looking, like you asked, we are looking to deploy to other communities, to give the possibility to other communities and other blockchains to obtain those diamonds, because it's a nice thing to have.
Yeah, yes, sure. And related to the vision, you already mentioned like achievements. So there's something you would like to add related to the vision, like something
Yeah,
I have in mind. Yeah.
yeah. So we are looking at two different things also with other partners. Is the fact of, and this is an important fact, the RWA physical assets brought something. I think it's a real game changer to the industry. The fact of having an asset like a tokenized asset or a digital twin that is really backed by a physical asset gives the opportunity to any owner to take that asset and to obtain a loan against it. And so they can put that physical diamond as a collateral, obtain a loan, and use those funds to do, or use that liquidity to do anything else on chain. That's one thing we are looking in. We are developing something, and hopefully soon also you will see some use cases over there. That's one thing. And then another thing we're looking at is the fractionalization of the asset. So for now, every tokenized asset is a one-of-one digital similar twin of the asset. But if you think at higher value assets or bigger stones or stuff like this, like I said, for us, it's important to democratize the access to those kind of assets, something that was not possible earlier. So we give the access 7 days a week, 24 hours a day to purchase those, but we will also give access for people to, for example, invest in a 10 carat deflowless stone, which is a stone. We have a stone like this on the platform. It's a stone that it's pricing about $1.2 million. So in order to say we are looking at UH for one buyer only, no, we are democratizing the access. That's something that we are looking in, and giving you the possibility to invest partially into that stone. And that's something we're looking at.
I'm sure 100% you will achieve it, guys. I'm sure 100%. And I just have a question, like if I would like to join your platform, do I should like do some KYC or some stuff like this, or it's like easy just to download something and to enter your platform or its own website? Like, what is the first steps for normal one actually, or normal person he would like to join?
Okay, so there are a few steps, but the first steps I would say follow us on socials, and you'll get all the information and the updates about the project. And secondly, you can come and visit Tiamonds.com. Then once you visit it, you can look at the marketplace, and if something interests you, yes, if you want to purchase an asset, you will have to pass through a KYC. It's important, like I said, for us, the legal part is important, and we tend to go to a system where I suppose more and more projects will opt for that. For that, they will opt for that, because for us it's important to KYC when you enter the platform. Then, once you purchase the asset, like I said, you can go to other NFT marketplaces that supports our standards. You can trade them there. You don't need anything. But if you want to redeem the asset, the physical asset that we send it back to you, then you have to come to the platform again, pass through a KYC,
Yeah.
show that you are the owner of the asset, and then we send you the stone back.
And the KYC, it's like easy, like just maybe ID or something, or and to record your face. It's
Exactly. I think the regular stuff, like we know nowadays, when you open a bank account or if you want to pass for KYC on a crypto exchange, the normal legal way, it is easy to do. I think more and more people are now accepting the fact to do that.
wow, amazing. So the last question, I would like to know your feedback or opinion about the real world asset tokenization, because as you know, There is a huge hype right now, even in the Arabic market. Like now, like recently from last month, we also have a lot of people talking about reward asset tokenization. So it's everywhere. So how you see the potential for reward asset, and maybe, or you think that we can see more assets, you know, in this space, or like, what do you think?
So for sure, I think we're going to see a lot of assets coming to that space. We have to differentiate, and we said it in the beginning as well. There are the financial assets that will and are already tokenized by a lot of companies. And then there's this smaller part of the RWA space that is more focusing on physical assets. People are doing it for gold, for real estate. We are doing it for diamonds, probably other gemstones in the future. I think we will see more and more projects coming to the space. What I always recommend to everyone is to do your own research, to check the projects, to see basically if there are some license or not. Because at the end of the day, when you invest something in a project, you want to make sure that you are safe, that your funds are safe, that the people that are working on that project are serious people, and this is what we try to do at times.
So thank you so much, really, for this knowledge, and for, you know, sharing with us your amazing project. And please, guys, if you see this video, you will see the links in the description for Diamond. You can follow them. You can join their community also to know the updates. And thank you, Steven, so much. Thank you for your time.
Thanks to you. It was a pleasure exchanging with you, and looking forward to grow and to build together in that RWA space.
Sure. Thank you so much.